Angle relationships. This is going to be our final lesson in this current geometry unit. We will, as I said before, eventually get to trigonometry. We'll get to some distance formula stuff, review Pythagorean theorem. But for now, we're going to finish off just barely dipping our toe into the world of proofs, which if you took a traditional geometry class, say at Oregon City High School or somewhere else, you would get for months and months and months. But for us, as we just try and briefly cover a lot of these concepts, we really are just going to barely touch that, and I'm going to go through that with you today in the really most student-friendly kind of way. So hit attempt quiz now. Let's start this one up. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to talk about the relationship between different letters in my diagram here. So we can see that we have a red triangle that has a 58-degree angle, a 45-degree angle, and then this letter M. So right off the bat, I know from my sum of angle assignment that I can just subtract, go over here my Desmos calculator, I can start with 180 and subtract my two red triangle angles of 58 and 45. So I'm just simply subtracting these two from 180. And that gets me M. So M is 77. Okay. And I can even, for right now, just replace that M in my picture with 77. Okay. Now, there are two different ways of getting J and K. The first thing is to remember that when you have two angles together and they share a line, notice the same line going through all these. These are what's known as a linear pair. It's also called supplementary. It's also called a straight angle, and that means that they add to 180. So you can subtract 180 minus 77, or whatever number you have in yours, to get K, and 180 minus whatever number you have here to get J. But also, what's interesting is that there is a property within triangles that if you add the two interior angles together, it equals the exterior angle across from it. So I'm just going to show you what that means. So I'm going to go exit out of this. I'm going to go to my calculator here. So you can start with 180. And then if you want to get, like I want to get K, so I do 180 minus M. Well, M is 77, so 180 minus 77. That means K is 103. Similarly, I can do 45 to get J by doing 180 minus 45. But I will also show you the other way. So you can add these two angles here, 58 plus 45. And when you do that, you see that it equals the outside angle K, which we know is 103. Yeah, it also equals 103 this way. Same thing for J if we add 58 and M. So M is 77 plus 58. Then we get that same 135 that we already got for J. So two different ways of doing it. It's kind of cool. I actually did not know that before. I remember teaching this years ago, that interior angle calculation really helped produce that exterior angle on the other side. Okay, integrated 2, we learned about parallel lines, these two lines that have these arrows on them. That means they're parallel, they go on forever, they never touch. And if we cut them with a diagonal transversal, this is called, both this and this really are transversals. We learned that there's a word for the angle pair that gets formed. Do you remember? Pause the video and see. All right. Did you say corresponding angles? It's been a while. But like Z and X are corresponding. And similarly on the other side, Y and 38 are corresponding. They're the same angle. They're equal. They're congruent. And it makes sense because visually, if you just follow it down the line, you'll see that they look the same. This is 38. This looks, well, like the same size angle. It turns out it is the same. And whatever we get for X, we put for Z as well. So Y is easy because, again, it's just look below. It's whatever number you have here. So for my Y, I would just have 38. And for my x and z, well, we could see this big triangle that they share. So I start with 180 and I subtract 93 and 38 and see what my x and z are. So I'm going to do that right now in my Desmos calculator. Hit pause if you need to still see these. All right, I'm going to close out of these old calculations. We don't need them anymore. So 180 minus my two big triangle numbers, 93 up top and then 38 on the side. That will give me 49, which is x, but we also know it's z, because they are corresponding angles that are the same. Y is just whatever's below it, 38. And there you go. There's a little corresponding angle review. 3, we're going to fill in the blanks for a proof. So we are given this diagram, P-O-W, POW, and R-E-W, RU. And we have to figure out how do we fill in the proof to end up showing that this triangle POW is similar, is what this little line means, to some other triangle. Well, the first thing we got to remember, we covered corresponding angles in the last problem. There are also what are known as alternate angles. The reason I left it blank is that some of them are interior and some of them could be exterior. So a little review of what that means. If we have these two parallel lines, and they don't have arrows, well, they do have arrows on them, yeah, right there and there. Some of them don't, you just have to sort of assume they are, but these, they do a good job marking that they're parallel. It means that on the inside of the parallel lines, like 4 and 2 match each other, and 3 and 1 match each other because they're on the interior of the line, and they alternate on which side of the diagonal transversal they're on. So this is on the right side of the transversal, this is on the left side of the transversal, this is on the left side of this transversal, this is on the right side. If they're on the exterior, they'd be like right here, and then we'd go on the outside over here. And O would match R down here, because they're on the outside of these parallel lines. Okay. So having said that, let's fill in the blanks. Angle 1, I just said this, angle 1 matches angle 3, because they're on the inside. And let me do a work here by just zooming in so you can see these a little clearer. All right, so 1 matches 3, and 2 matches 4, because they are alternate exterior, nope, interior, because they're both on the inside of these parallel lines that have the arrows on them. And that means going in order that 1 matches 3, so P matches E, and yes, it's annoying, but put a capital E. I'll try to use my caps lock button there. I guess it doesn't work. I'll just do Shift E. And then 2 matches 4, so O, second in POW, means that R is the second letter in my second triangle. And then W, look how it's shared. It matches this triangle and then also this triangle, so it matches itself. POW matches Wow. All right. Number 4. Now we have an example of a diagram where they want us to specifically find alternate interior angles. Can you see the 2 pairs of alternate interior angles in this problem? Hit pause and see if you could click on them, and then I will check it once you hit play. Okay, let's see if you got it right. 1 is on the interior, it's on the right side, so I have to go to the left side down here, and it's 5. That matches 1. And then 2, it's on the left side, so the right side down here is 4. I can ignore everything in the middle. These are different angles, and there are no numbers on the exterior to try and fool me, so that's it. Remember where those spots were, because I am Going to tell you, this one, they really screw with you. Look at all these numbers on the exterior. I'm just going to go ahead and say, all right, as we're looking at this, ignore all the exterior numbers. And you could ignore the middle ones. Instead, I'll color coordinate them for you. It's like 16 will match 7, so the two pink ones match. And then 17 will match 6. Similarly, 4 will match 19. And what color? I guess orange would be good. 18 would match 5. And whoa there, Greenie. You're really taking up a lot of space, so let's redraw that one. There we go. Okay, so I need to see which one of these two options is in my choices, because there will be two of them that are. So 18 and 8. Nope, 18 matches 5. Looking at the orange ones. So that's not it. 17 and 6. 17 is in blue. 6 is in blue. Yes. Those match. Okay. 13 and 9. 13 is not even in my picture. Nor is 9. They must be exterior. Nope. 15 and 8. Let's be consistent and put that in red. 15 and 8. Again, I don't see them in my drawn ones, so they're not. 20 and 2. 20 and 2. Nope, also not. 18 and 5. 18's in orange. 5's in orange. Ding, ding, ding. Those are our two pairs. So similarly, look at this diagram, pause your video if you need to, and then just compare it to your own picture. You're going to have different numbers in those spots probably, but they're still going to look for the same spot. 17 and 6. 18 and 5. Alternate interior angles. All right. Amazing. Corresponding. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Get out all my colors. Draw you all the pairs. With corresponding, we can ignore the middle. And these are like the ones we had on number 2, I believe. Where was that triangle? We're 18, and then we just go straight up the triangle and see it matches. So 18, straight up the triangle matches 8. So I'm going to make that red. And then we have 14, straight up the triangle matches 4. Similarly, I have, let's go blue. That shade of blue. Okay, 19 will match 9. 15 will match 5. And then we have, on the other side, 16, if I go up the line, that matches 2. And then, colors haven't we used? Roy G. Biv, right? Red, yep. Orange, yep. Yellow, is yellow going to show up? 3 and 17. Alright, that kind of shows up. Roy G. got it. B. I think we've used the whole Roy G. Biv, so we're going to go with a black color. So 7 matches 1. And is there a brown? It's brownish. 6 matches 20. Alright, so match up the colors on your screen. I'm going to go one by one here. Alright, 2 and 16. 2 is purple. It's up here. Does 2 match 16? Yes. Nice. 5 matches 15. Oh, I'm 2 for 2. Does that mean the rest of them don't work? 7 and 16. Nope, 7 matches 1. 3 and 19. 3 is in yellow. It matches 17. 11 and 13, I believe, are in the middle. Can't even see them. And 3 and 23 matches 17 again, so nope. Okay, so for me, it's just the first two. I'm going to close this in 3, 2, pause if you still need it, 1, gone. Love filming these videos. Normally in class, I can just hear people, wait, I still need more time. If you need more time, take more time. Everyone could be doing this at their own pace. Sponsored by my favorite salsa, Pace. Pace picante sauce. Mild, medium, hot. You go with the one you like. For me, it's medium. Grew up a mild guy. Vertical angles. All right, here we go. Back to our colors here. Vertical angles are any colors that are vertically across from each other. So notice like 8 and 5, they form little V's here. There's a V, there's a V. Makes me think of the Mighty Ducks with the flying V's. That's why it's vertical. V for vertical. So 4 and 9 match each other. 6 and 11. 10 and 7. Then we got like 20 and 2. What color am I missing now? I guess yellow. 3 and 1. And then up top, we've got 18 and 15. It's a big pink color I just drew, but oh well. 14 and 19. Hopefully you can see the pattern now. 12 and 17. Just whatever is across from each other in the V. Red, orange. Let's go with a little bit of a darker purple. 13 and 16. Yeah, those are too close together, aren't they? Alright, we need a lighter color. Yeah, white's definitely not working. What the heck is this color? What is that? Looks like cream? No comment. Okay, so all of them across from each other match. So 1 and 3, yeah. 1 and 3 is included right across from each other. 20 and 2. 20 and 2 are both in gray. Yeah, that's right across from each other. Are they the first two again? 16 and 7. 16 matches 13 in that cream color. Nope. 12 and 6. 12 is almost masked up here. That matches 17. 6 matches 11, so that's not it. 15 and 8. 15 matches 18 in this top corner here, so that's not it. 17 and 5. 17 matches 12. Nope. Okay. First two it is. Cool. As always, rewind if you needed that still. You say, hey, I need that dill. Still. Boom. Final one. We have this triangle up here. We have a triangle down here. We need to remember our properties. So we have two parallel lines with arrows still. Yay. 52. Still using my colors here. Notice we have far less than before though. 52 is an alternate interior angle with X. Y would match whatever's here, but that's unknown to us. The same thing with 50 matches whatever that is, but we don't know what that is too. Alright, so what can we do here? We need to solve for X and Y. The purple ones match, so I can go ahead and type that in for X. So whatever you have in that X spot, just copy whatever number is up here. That's going to be the same as your X. Mine is that terribly written 52. And then even though we don't have an alternate interior angle up here to match the red ones together, we do know that any two angles that share a line, remember in the same assignment and lecture, that equaled 180 as a linear pair. So I'm going to exit out of this. 3, 2, 1. So we have 52. And then I can do 180 minus 52. 128. And wha-bam. Perfect. Incredible. Awesome. This is one of those I'm going to be so glad to have on video. Because these take a little while to explain, and it's better to have one 20-minute video than a separate explanation for all 7 hours of the day. As always, I hope this finds you safe, healthy, happy, and well. This has been your teacher Dylan, teaching you class away from class. Hopefully this was very helpful, and have an absolutely wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.